Hello guys, welcome to BitcoinMF. A quick TA update, the way I see the market. I remind you this is not a financial advice, so please make sure you do your own research, and let's dive right into it. Don't want to waste any time. So still looking at the same levels on the naked daily chart, we can see that the 9.6 level is still acting as resistance right now, even on the daily candle. And we are kind of tested it and fell back, and now market is taking us almost if not all day sideways, little sideways up, if you know what I mean. And still people wait for the long, for the relief, for the bounce, for the however we will call it. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But me personally, still short. It doesn't mean that I'm right, and it doesn't mean that market is gonna listen to me. But this is what I think about today and about the next move generally. Sorry. And what I want to see is if the pump starts to pump, I want to see first of all the 9.6 line break and act as support first of all for the bulls to have more chance to go up again to this line, to 995. And if it breaks up, so again the same story, it must hold support. And right now we can see that if BTC starts to act like BTC, then it's possible. But in my opinion, it is still hard, although this is kind of like a hammer, a bullish hammer. So also can maybe push a little bit up. But again, I look at the volume, I see the volume is decreasing a little bit, and it means that sellers are a little bit maybe tired. So we will soon get a move. The question is, of course, which direction. So again, right now, me personally already decided for myself, because I am short from 11.2, and my stop loss is at profit. So I will watch to see if it pumps, and even if it pumps, I'm not stressed about it, because like I said, I want to see first of all this line breaks and sustains, and then this line breaks and sustains. And if that happens, so this line breaks and sustains. Until that happens, I am not so stressed. But of course I will update in the Discord server, unless I'm asleep or something. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you can check the links in the description, and maybe join if you want. And if we add the mimicators and we add the BB bands and the BitcoinMF strategy like always, and we change to Aikenashi, because that's the way it works. So we can see a little bit more detailed, in my opinion, picture, because right now on this candle we got a short signal, and it's still playing out, even though we had the 3 green Aikenashi days. And if you remember this, everybody was stressing out because it was scary, because if you were short, then like you see, it closed almost at the start of this candle. So it means that people here who hold was brave, or either knew what to do, one of the two. It doesn't matter also, because eventually price went down. Also on this candle tries to recover, and still meet resistance on the 48 EMA of the strategy, and again still try to recover and met resistance on the 16 EMA of the strategy. And right now we've got this red Aikenashi candle, and people are in my opinion some bullish, because I see Twitter and I see more chats and forums and troll boxes and all this shit. But what I want to see today as a bear is still, because I watch those strategy EMAs, so I want to see them cross, and I want to see them bear crossing and the price going down. And what I think that happened here on this candle is, if you follow me, many times I say before the bear cross it is going up, because people like see this, that it's going to cross, like I tell you right now, and market takes them to an adventures, and goes to the EMA or to the mid BB or to the level, or depending on the situation. But here we talk about the bear cross, so I look at this EMA, and to me it looks like it already happened, and it is hard for me to believe that it will happen again, although again it is BTC, so everything is possible. But I also look at other indicators, mimicators, however you want to name them, and like you know probably if you follow me, I look at the 50 below level and above level. I divide it into two, and we can clearly see that once the RSI is above the 50 level and sustains there, the price action is going up, and once it below, the price action struggles and going sideways or down. Okay, and right now we are at the negative phase in my opinion, and if we change to regular candles for a second, we can see that it is slightly different. The RSI is printing out because it is how the candles open and close, but also on the regular candles we are below the RSI. But here on the regular candles we can see that the RSI is like a little bit curving up, and people see, in my opinion, this curve up on the RSI, and they anticipate that it will start to like this, go more up, like go, where can we find an example like this, go more up and up and up and up and up. But again, up and up is good, but also if we watch not so far away, we can see those times of the ups, okay, and we can see also the downs. So please watch out and pay attention for this, although it's a mimicator, and many people, not everybody, laugh at it and tell to me lazy, the RSI is not working. But I look at the RSI 50 level above and below, and I want to see if it stays on the negative phase, what happens to price action, because I see on the charts that if it stays on the negative phase, correspondingly, of course, because this one prints out of what's going on with the price action. I understand this, don't make dumb of me, but as long as it stays here and it plays on this area and prints out on this area, bulls will have difficult time to taking it up again to a level that is good for bulls, behind any doubt, like maybe the mid BB on the daily level or something like this, or the 21 EMA on the daily. And again, if we change to Aikenashi, we can see that the picture is a little bit different, and is like his RSI is already going down. People argue with me, and also generally, what is better, the Aikenashi, the regular candle? What is better is what is making you profit. My strategy works like this with the Aikenashi. Okay, so because this, I am staying focused on this. I also check the regular candles for the close of the candles, because that's what's most important. But other than the close and the open of the candles, I switch to this, and this is how I watch it. Once it breaks my EMAs and closes below, I see this as a bearish sign. Once it closes above, I see this as a bullish sign. This is basically what's going on here. And we can see the RSI here is below 50 again, and the MACD is also a little bit, I don't know how to even call it, bearish in my opinion, and I anticipate a more down move. And people tell me lazy, so what's your target? And I say again, I don't like the word target, I like the word price. So I look at those level again for a few days, and also now I see many YouTubers and Twitter and whatnot is also already talking about this. It's okay, everybody is talking about the same again, because everybody is getting to the same place at the end, if you know what I mean. So 8.6 levels, yes, of course, 8.3 level also. But what I really want to happen is to, because of this signal, I want market to go and like kind of spike down to take out people who didn't close profits on this signal. And if you are one of them, I don't personally mean this against you or something, but this is my opinion. So please watch out. Maybe it won't happen, I don't know. We can get also a bounce because the save on those levels, and we can get a bounce and a new long signal, and everything will be moon tomorrow. But again, I still don't watch it like this. And if we do a quick run up of the time frames, let's see what we can see. The 4-hour chart tells us that after the dump that we had yesterday, the big dump, we can see the candles, the huge candles. We are on the 4-hour, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, already 6 candles, like green bullish, and also the RSI is coming slowly, and also the MACD. If we enlarge it, we can see that the histogram is starting to close and the lines are starting to curve up. And people who trade by this by the MACD, many people look at this, of course not only this, but look, they anticipate an up move, in my opinion. But I also say the up move is not so easy right now, and it will take much manipulation to us to shoot up again. But of course it is still on the table, but in my opinion right now less. We can see the volume is drying up, and we know that once the volume is drying up, so the manipulation is easier for both sides. So watch out. We can even get a candle of like a helicopter chopper to the both sides, which are the most painful and hurtful, like those motherfuckers here. So watch out. Okay, let's see what we got on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour we can see also the same situation after the long signal, short signal, and even before people who are more aggressive and watch the BB meme, like I always talk about many times. We had this pump, and for me what is special about this price action that happened here is this pump was when it started to pump was a big thing, in my opinion. And when we got to the top, what I saw is probably we going to go down. And after the candle started to print out, I sort of in my head got a confirmation for this, because I see and I tell what the fuck, like if this pumped right now and we still can't break through, so it means that maybe it is pumped artificially and not real demand, because people still don't like push up. Even retails don't try to push up, and market makers don't take the chance to push up. So what is going on? It's like we topped here, and after a few hours we did get those nasty candles. And I hope, guys, that you were on the right side, or at least at stop losses, like I posted on the Discord server. And I also even told you before that happened, because it's always a danger to both sides, so I try to keep myself safe. And because I'm short, I told you guys that I suggest maybe consider stop loss at profit for shorts, so if it goes up, we will be safe, we will take some profits. And look what happened. And how many room now we've got to play with the stop loss. All day we can Netflix and chill, or I don't know what, because this is what happens. And what after this happened, price is having a struggle to recover, and we can see on the hourly that it is like a real chop. It is going slow up. Okay, so maybe people who were brave enough to long here. And if you know me, like I always mumble, I say don't long the first wave, and there it happens again. The first wave gets cleaned, and again we go up. After the first wave we go up. The second wave is also dangerous but less, and we go up, and we slowly go up. People want to go up, and markets say you don't need to rush, you don't go in anywhere, and again emails, and again and again, and we print this shit up, and again it's going down. Everybody says okay, lazy is following, lazy said it will dump, lazy said okay, lazy said. I told you every time in the video, market doesn't ask me what I say or what I want or what I need. It keeps on printing what it does. I only try to figure out what the fuck is going on, and I share it with you guys, and I hope it is helpful for somebody. And I don't want to too much talk about it, but I know it is. So anyways, again, this is not a financial advice. This is only how I watch the market, and I see it going down up a little bit. And right now people are waiting for the kind of break. And if you know me, the RSI, again, it doesn't matter where I go. Once the RSI is above 50, if we go now to troll boxes, if we go to forums, discords, telegrams, wherever you want to go, you can check this. Comment below if you find something that is not like this and I'm saying bullshit. I would be only happy. Once the RSI is crossing the 50 level, everybody is turning to bull. And this is the point where I watch myself, because if the bull is real, the bull is real from the meme already here, okay? And here the situation is even more tense, because right now I can see that it can break up, okay, of course, to test the 50 area EMA, the 48 of the strategy. Also this 9.6 level, like we talked about at the beginning of the video. Sorry. But also here I watch something interesting, and I watch those two indicators, okay? And now how I watch this, and some might find it funny, but I already seen it working a couple of times, and it goes like this. Once we have the MACD or stochastic RSI for me, but maybe you can find some other indicators that it works out with them. So how I combine this puzzle together? Let's say, for example, I take the stochastic RSI, okay? And right now the strategy is signaling me to go long. So of course we cannot be sure that every signal is the right signal, because it is not possible, in my opinion, to have a system like that. A system is based on other parameters that once it fires many times, it still for the long time generates profit. So because I don't auto trade and I use my brain to trade, but I do use my strategy also to follow my brain and to follow the market. So this is how I do it. I get the long signal, okay, and then I check the mimicators, and I check more confirmation for how much I can get. So first of all, I watch the patterns and the scanner, and if you know this, you can download the demo and use it free, no bullshit. It is set up on the MetaTrader 4, and it will send to you the alerts only to you what you want, and you can play with this and you can check this out and enjoy. And if you like it, you can buy it, but you don't have to buy it. You can first check it. But never mind this, okay? Who knows knows. What I wanted to tell you is this. Once I get the long and I check all my other puzzle, it goes like this. The long here is long, okay, good. The RSI is below. I say okay, good, because once the RSI is below, it means that if the price goes up, it has chance to go more up, and it has room to print the RSI, and the RSI got room to sustain the 50 area and start to print out here on this phase, on the upper phase, like we showed you, like the other chart, the daily chart, okay? So the RSI is like saying me okay, and the MACD is also like kind of saying me okay, because the lines are like here going like far away, okay, kind of can say okay. And here the stochastic RSI is also telling me that if we go like this, so it's crossing here, okay. So once it's crossing, sorry, let me show you this. Once it's crossing, okay, I take the long signal, and let's see what happens. When this is long and is like right, so we go, the candles start to print and go up, and this we got the short signal, and it was false, and again we started to print up, and we go slightly more up. But right now people are telling like go long, because it will break, and it will break the 50 EMA and all of this. And I say, okay, maybe can be, but watch this many times. If you want to go long now, okay, and you have to look back, okay. This is how I watch this. And when I want to go, if I say to me, okay, if I want to go long here, I first of all acknowledge that I had a long signal here, so it's already late, and now I count candles backwards. And if I get 7 candles or more, that it is after the crossing point of the let's say on this example the stochastic RSI, or I can show you this also with the MACD. So if you want to go long here, but the indicator that already crossed here like bull, so the chances are that on the 8th candle or the next candle it will like fall strong, because in my opinion, this is many times I see this, and we can see it. You can see it many times. Okay, so let's say for example, people who look at the MACD, okay, they go long, and then here on the crossing point, and they go long, okay, and then they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. They go long, okay. And here people, what are they looking? They say, whoa, fuck! It's even on the lazy strategy. It's going to break the EMA, it's going to break the BP, we should long. And then market tells them, Habibi, no long and no shoes. We go down, okay, and everybody is chopped, and people are still staying in the trade, because it's not a big chop, you know, it's not a big liquidation. So we go more up, and we drag more people into pressing the green button, because the people who stayed in the long are also pressing the social media, and they're pressing, and everybody is pressing. And lazy tell you, okay, pressing is good, but watch out, because it can dump. So we get a short signal here, and they say, lazy, it's going to go up. And I say, okay, maybe it's going to go up, but again, count the candles. If I look at the stochastic RSI and I count 7 candles, I see it's 7 candles or more, it will chances that it will go down to clean some, okay. And right now you can see that it is happening, okay. I don't control this, I just told you about this right now. And you see what happening. The RSI doesn't want to cross the 50. It doesn't want to right now cross 50. It doesn't mean that it will continue to fall, because it's BTC and everything can happen. Also, you can see the BB bands are here narrow. So again, we hit the bottom. We have to activate force to both ways. If we want to go down, we activate like more force. But again, people who wanted to long on this candle, and I'm not talking about people who wanted to 100, they got the emails already, okay. But again, this is not always happens, but it happens. So the question is right now to you, I say, if you want to like short, will you wait for the short signal for the confirmation, or will you wait the price to go lower after the short signal for the confirmation? Or you understand that the chances to long the, like in this example, the 8th candle, okay, or the 7th candle after the mimicator and after the strategy tells you to long already, it's a bad idea. This is what I'm talking about, okay guys. So I know I kind of explained it maybe a little bit hard, but again, you can join the Discord server. I will explain more, and I will post you a video where I found this and everything. But again, this is how I watch this. Again, I'm not an expert. This is my strategy I use. The patterns, I also use them. You can see them here. We can see that we had already 2 hours ago like a short small time frame pattern, but again, all of this is chopping to the side, and market is really hard right now. So let's move on. 30 minutes, we can see the same view but more detailed, so the candles are sliced so we can get more candles. And here, if you check this, you will also probably find this shit I told you about. You see, it goes here cross, it goes here also, it like a little bull cross, okay? And here you see, and here people say go long, but it's already like that, you know. But again, it can again, of course, pop, but I don't think so. The stochastic RSI is like here, RSI is like here. I don't want to say hop before we jump, but we carefully we watch this, we act accordingly. And now we've got a 15-minute short sell. Let's see what will happen. 15 minutes, the scalper's time frame, as I call it. What we can see, we have the short signal, and it almost closes. This candle almost closes below the 50 EMA, and this starts. And right now we need for if you bear, we need to close below and see price continue to fall more. But again, be careful with this, of course, especially on the short time frames, because once the EMA wants to cross, it's like bears see it, they want to take it before, so they step short right now, and market can always go and test at least the 48 EMA before, maybe even the 16 EMA before it decides to go more down. And we will watch this, and we will see that if it goes up, it will go up, and the RSI will here print 50, and if the bulls are strong enough, it will pop the 50, and that will be the sign that the short is a little bit sweating and pressure, and might not play out. But again, even if it goes a little bit more, still can play out many times. So watch this, need to take a decision according to the more general view and the puzzle and the tools that you use to see as much more confirmation as you can get. Okay, guys? So sorry, maybe it was in the end a little bit long. Again, daily chart, the signal, the basic, to sum it up, the signal is still short, and I watch it because this is the strategy I follow, and I don't see a reason right now for me to flip long and go long. My stop loss is at profit, and I want to see if market pops. In pops, maybe it takes my stop loss, maybe I remove my stop loss, I don't know, we will see, we will update. But anyways, that's the situation for me. We take a look, of course, at the pivot also, this time the 4 hour, pay attention, and the 7th EMA script, which you can follow also on the trading view. If you want, you can use it, no problem. It's a free script I did for the convenience of for us to use. And again, I watch this, I watch when the EMA cross the pivot lines, I watch the pivot lines and the levels, I watch many things here. And right now what I can see is here the EMA had crossed, and this is for me a bearish sign. And although we still see a little bit candles up, this candle is already red, and in my opinion this can go on a little bit more, because this EMA needs to cross, and there is room for it to go down more, in my opinion. And only after it crosses, like we talk about every time, so price can try to go up again and try to maybe pump, maybe, I don't know, to this EMA, this EMA, this EMA. But again, the 21 EMA is like the most basic EMA and important one, and as long as we are below it on every time frame, it is more bear sign, more force to the bulls, to the bears, sorry. But again, you know how it is. Here also the same situation on the daily. We want it to cross, so the bears go short. So everybody went short yesterday, but the market is not dumb and is going up all day against everybody who shorted, and it is making us tired, and it is making us believe that we will go more up. But again, in my personal opinion, this is not the case, and we will go more down. We will might even break this EMA, and might be touching this even EMA. But personally, I look at this point to see what will happen on if it goes to down to 7.5 area, and what we will do from there. And of course, if this all shit plays out like I want it to, so what is left for me is to move my stop loss more and more and more and more close to the price, and stay safe somehow until I reach my price. Okay, so that's all for today, I think. Yes. No, it's not all for today, I'm sorry. Also, this news thing and all this kind of talking I hear, and I know you also read this, and I know you probably also pay attention to this. So first of all, there are these IRS letter they talk about. They send USA traders, New York traders, the letters and all of this, and some say phishing letters, some say smishing letters. I say it's a physical FUD letters for the big traders that got the letters, and it will go mouth to ear. I got the letter, and it's like preparing us for the future, for what will come. Because if you follow me, you know I say no white Bitcoin, no pension. It means that if we want eventually possess Bitcoin, which will be recorded in which price it was bought and all of this, in which date, we will have problems at the future to deal with the crypto, and we use this Bitcoin. Okay, I know it sounds strange maybe now, maybe not so popular opinion, but this is my opinion for now, and it doesn't matter so much about the price. So again, but I still wanted to say this. Also, the news of the China Bank, if you heard this, the China Bank is about Bitcoin, blah blah blah. You can find us on Google, on the news, I'm sure. If you have difficulties to find things on the news, you can join the BitcoinMF news channel, and you can read the BitcoinMF news links that it will post automatically. All the important news are generally there. I seldom miss something. Okay, so anyways, this also was brought to my attention, the China Bank, because you know how I watch this. I also say, okay, China Bank is bullish, but China Bank can fuck me proper. It doesn't matter if it's bullish or if it's bearish, because I'm little lazy and I sit here and I share with you videos. So China Bank or not China Bank, when people read the China Bank news, they press the green button, and again, when they press the green button, everybody together, the market presses the red button, and the red button sends emails to everybody who presses the green button. So be careful, guys. Also, we have the news of Pantera Capital. If you heard about this, they say the price will be 40-ish morty, something like this. Also, I pay attention to this closely, because it's not so easy, in my opinion. And also, there is a talk of this hash rate bounce, and I'm sure you've seen these tweets of Pomp or Plan B, I don't remember, but I know you know. So those tweets, I do pay attention to them. I do know what they're talking about, but I also watch on the other side, because history repeats itself until it doesn't. This is how I see it, and we can see it, in my opinion, all along history. Okay, not only in trading, also in general things. People know that repetitive patterns and repetitive things are always working until they suddenly don't, or something like this, until some crucial point or opinion or a view or a proof or a theory proves something new completely, and everything is turned around and everybody scratching their heads. So again, guys, thank you for watching. First of all, thank you for following. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss the next notification. Although if you're on the Discord server, you will get the notification most likely before the YouTube notification. Okay, so check it out. If you want to support this channel, also check it out. There is ways to do this. You can buy yourself Bitcoin flip-flops and walk like a king in your house, and whatever. So this is all for today. Make profits, good luck, trade safe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.